And welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I'm sharing with you a stack of flicks I picked up from the Barnes&Noble 50% off Arrow video sale. That was a bit of a tongue twister and early attempts there, but they just got done with the Criterion Collection sale, which they usually have this going on at the same time, but I guess they turned it into the following month is the Arrow video sale. So I did up on some Arrow videos. I wasn't going to initially, and some of the movies I did have in mind, I decided to push off for until later. I recently watched a couple of them, and I'm like, do I really want to upgrade those? A couple of them I do, but I'm still on the fence about, so I'll rewatch for the next go-around. But these are what I picked up. And it all kind of spawned from this one film that I'm going to share with you in the beginning here. But I didn't go to the store for any of these. I ordered it online, and it came in multiple boxes. And the last movie I'm going to share with you, I actually had to order from Arrow Video because for some reason, it was the one I was really wanting. One of them that I really wanted. And for some reason, it wasn't in Barnes&Noble's system, so I just had that wild hair and pulled it and picked it up from Arrow Video direct. So starting out with, and I will share, Arrow Video has spine numbers as well, but this is the one that I really wanted to get. I've had my eye on for a while, but every time I go to a Barnes&Noble, they never had it in store, and so I just never picked it up. I never found it out in the wild. But I could order it from the website, and I did. And that is spine number 213, Alice, Sweet Alice. I remember I used to get this magazine in the mail every month. It was like some movie magazine. I can't remember what it was. But the reviews were like, it's sketchy, don't order from them. You're not really buying new stuff, you're buying used stuff, and some of the quality is at best. So this was one of them that I had kind of like circled in the magazine that I was looking for, and I finally picked it up. So starting out with, we got Alice, Sweet Alice. Next up, we have spine 255, and that is Edge of the Axe. This one just looked like a lot of fun when I looked into it, so I went ahead and picked that one up. Again, just this one it just looks like just a fun time. This next one I saw on The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, and I just loved it. And that is spine number 456, Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. Didn't realize Pauly Shore was in this until I saw it, and loved it. And just the movie's fun in general, so I definitely suggest picking this one up if you don't already have it. Next up, this is, I want to say, my third favorite director, and I didn't realize that he had this in the Arrow Video collection, but as spine number 231, and that is Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak. I love this movie. It's just beautiful. It's not necessarily one of my favorite del Toro films, but I absolutely love the art of this film. It's just beautiful all the way around. There's nothing really I can say bad about this movie, but I've always fancied myself more of a Pacific Rim, Pan's Labyrinth, why can't I remember now? Shape of Water. I like those films. But this one's really good too, so I'll be able to dive deeper into that one. This next one is the only one I got on 4K. I think it was the only one that had a 4K available option. If Crimson Peak was in 4K, I would have definitely got that in 4K. But this one, I absolutely love. It seems like I remember every time I've watched this movie, and well, it's not my favorite. It is one that I thoroughly and truly enjoy, and that is spine number 409, Donnie Darko. So I love this movie. I may still just have the DVD of it wherever it is behind me. I rearranged my room so now the shelves are actually behind me, not just a green screen. Yeah, I think I'm upgrading this from the DVD. So big improvement. I may watch that one tonight. I don't know yet. I have yet to pick out a video to watch for tonight. And now I have a kitty cat joining me. Come here. Come here. Old Val the gal. She jumped up and took a snort of my coffee, and she wasn't a fan of the smell, and immediately decided to see what else I was doing. So this is what I'm doing. And I guess you want to stay up here, and if you're gonna fiddle with that, I'm going to put you down here in this little floor chair. You just don't want to go down, do you? Okay, there you go. That's where you're going to stay, I hope. Or not. But, anywho. Next up, coming off of Donnie Darko, we have, from the writer and director of Donnie Darko, Spy Number 420. And this is one I just watched the other day before I got this one in the mail. I was wanting to really watch it, and that hadn't come in yet to share, but that is Southland Tales. I picked this one up used a couple years ago, and well, it's not my favorite film, and honestly, I don't think it would sit in my top 100 desert island films. Kevin Smith is in this, who I absolutely love. He is my favorite director of all time, which tends to upset some people out there. They're like, why don't you go for someone like Spielberg or something? And I'm like, he's in my top 10. Let's just leave it at that. But Southland Tales, it's a bit of a different story, different movie, and it's pretty neat. It's kind of like the world on the brink of World War III, or they had just had World War III, something to that effect. I should have been paying closer attention to it because it was the first time I'd watched it in a while. But a couple of soldiers have come back from the war and they don't remember anything, and stuff kind of sort of starts happening. And I don't want to spoil the movie for you because it's very complex, and it's one I really want to dive a little deeper into. One of the reasons I get stuff like this, because this comes with much better special features than what you'll get on just a normal release. So I picked this one up, and hopefully this will let me dive a little deeper into it. But it's an interesting story. Politics and everything that goes into it. But yeah, war. Next up, this one I had never heard of until I saw somebody share it on here, and I just thought the cover looked really cool. And I looked into it, and I was like, this just seems like a very, like, they almost put no effort into the making of this movie. Just a real shoddy, like, B film. But something about it just seemed interesting to me. And I get to throw it in my the ranks of other Valentine-esque horror films, like Valentine and My Bloody Valentine, things like that. But it's Spine 465, and that is Lover's Lane. So it just looked really interesting. You know, of course, it's, you know, a guy with a hook on his hand going after teenagers. I'm not sure. I've never seen it, so I'm interested to really dive into this one. But the artwork and everything, I loved for it. And it's a 90s film, I believe. Is that when this... Don't have a date. I don't have a date. But you get a nice song out of me not being able to find when this movie came out. Oh, 99? 99, I think, is what that says. So, yeah, 1999. But I look forward to getting into that one. This next one I also just recently saw on the last drive-in and really enjoyed it. It was one I had been meaning to pick up for a while, and just didn't have it anywhere. And I really enjoyed it when I did watch it, so I was eager to pick this one up. I think this was also one that was in whatever magazine that was that I used to get every month about movies, and I saw this and was just like, well, that's just interesting. But it is Spine number 23, and that is The Mutilator. So this one was a lot of fun. Again, another Hook movie. Took two Hook-related movies back to back there. But yeah, this was one I was looking forward to getting when I saw that it was in the Arrow video collection. So I picked that one up. And lastly, and another holiday-related film. This was the one that Barnes&Noble did not have in their database anywhere. And so I picked it up direct from Arrow because I want to watch it and I don't feel like waiting for it, even though that's probably something I'm going to end up doing. I don't know. I'll probably watch it this week sometime, or I'll be dog sitting for my dad at some point in time in the next couple of weeks. So maybe I will watch this there. But this is Spine number 81, and that is Blood Rage. Evidently, this film takes place around Thanksgiving. Yeah. What do you get if you combine Thanksgiving and TV star Louise Laser, killer 80 synth, and some truly gruesome special effects? You get this movie. So, yeah, I had a number of folks share, some horror fans share this on like last Thanksgiving. And it's just sort of been in my head ever since. And I was looking just at Arrow's database, just seeing what all they had in their collection. Excuse me. And I saw that they had this one. And I was like, I just need to go ahead and pick that one up. So when I saw that they were having the sale, like I was just going to go to the store and pick it up. But it seems like, with the exception of Donnie Darko, everything in the stack, they didn't have at my local store. So, I just had it all shipped to me. So, yeah, Blood Rage. So, this is the stack of primarily horror, essentially, that I picked up from the Barnes&Noble Arrow video sale. So that was 9 titles in total. I did not go for 10. There were a couple of other movies I wanted to get, but how this was primarily horror driven, these picks were, the other films I wanted to get were more like action drama driven in a sense. So I wanted to save those for a different one. I could have waited on Southland Tales for the other one, but it was one I wanted to pick up and watch, and then I got impatient and watched my old copy, and so this one came in, so I'll be able to dive a little deeper into that one. But yes, that's what I picked up. If you picked up anything from the Arrow video sale, let me know down in the comments below what you picked up, or if you made a video, share that in the comments, and I will give that a gander. So anyway, thank you all for stopping by, checking out what I picked up, and as always, I will see you later. Bye.